What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today we're finally gonna do something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, but it's just very difficult to do, especially considering the place that we're going to today. This is gonna be a pop-up restaurant. Now, this place has been constantly recommended to me by multiple individuals through Instagram and different social media. And basically, they're begging me to go to this location, do a review, because they wanna know if the hype is real. So the place that we're going to today is gonna be called Brappin Crabs. It is a pop-up restaurant that literally has different locations throughout 4 or 5 different days of the week. They constantly post it weekly on their Instagram page. And basically, their food literally almost sells out. So this place is like a seafood, soul food fusion. And I believe what they have is like, they have some like amazingly seasoned fries with like different type of seafoods. For example, they have like a fried shrimp dish. They have like a lobster roll. They have crab legs. They have like some amazing Asian fusion in there too. They have like salmon egg rolls and stuff like that. So, I mean, this place, in all honesty, does look absolutely amazing. Their food does tend to get sold out almost every single time that they go to a location. So you typically do have to put your order in online as early as you can. They actually open it up the night before. So for example, last night I was looking and I couldn't really make up my mind of what we were gonna order. So I figured I'd do it today in the morning. And between last night and this morning, they ran out of the crab legs. And unfortunately, they're located pretty close to us. And that's the biggest reason as why we're going to, because it is a weekday. That's the biggest reason that we're going. So with that said, I'm really excited for this place. I'm really trying to see if the food's really as good as it is. One thing right off the bat, in my personal opinion, is I do find it a little bit pricey for what you're getting. But unfortunately, a lot of the pop-up restaurants that you find here in Orlando are pretty much priced that way. And because they're selling out, there's really no reason for them to lower the price. But I wanna see if this place is just super hyped or if it's really as good as they say it is. So enough talking, we're gonna head out and I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, perfect. So we are here, we finally made it. It is super hot out here. As you guys know, as I mentioned, it is a pop-up restaurant, so they have different locations every single day. So I apologize if you guys hear some background noise. We are in front of a neighborhood. Basically, that's where they decided to be there this time. But enough talking. Like I said, we ordered the food. They were pretty on point. I think they were like maybe 4 minutes late, but that's not a big deal with having the food ready. But the food is nice. It's freshly made for me. So enough talking, let's go ahead and dig in. So we got a total of 3 dishes. So we got a total of 3 dishes. This is gonna be the first one that we're gonna dig into. I believe this one is called the chopper fries. And basically you have jumbo shrimp as well as lumps of crab that are fried in there, all on top of like a bed of French fries, doused in a bunch of sauce. I mean, this looks and smells delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and start digging in. Again, guys, we are in Florida. We're outside right now. It's midsummer, so it is really hot. So I apologize for the sweat, but let's go ahead and dig into this. Let's see how this is. It is doused in sauce. The fries look absolutely phenomenal, but here we go. Fries are nice and sweet. There seems to be some sort of like, I'm not sure if it's mayo, but there is a lot of sauce on this. Fries are delicious. Unfortunately, they did lose their crunch. It hasn't even been 5 minutes since I received them, but they put so much sauce on them that they are a little bit soggy. They're really well seasoned though. I accidentally tried some crab meat. It's like some nice, thick chunks of crab. I'm trying to see if I can find another one. I just pinched this shrimp. All right, let's go ahead and try this shrimp. But I believe that's right there is crab. Super delicious, but the fries, they're kind of hard to explain. I feel like the fries themselves, they're pretty good in seasoning, but unfortunately, because they lost that crispiness, they have a little bit of a kind of pasty texture to them that I don't specifically like. But let's go ahead and try their honey shrimp here. Oh, that shrimp is really good. Something about their sauce though on here, I'm not really sure if it's the aioli mayo. You guys can kind of see it. Believe it or not, in my opinion, I feel like it takes away from the dish itself. The crab, I would say, is the best thing on here. Not bad, but at 20 bucks, it feels a little steep for me. I'm sure it's because of the crab, but still. Oh look, we found a dry fry here. Let's try it. This one is a little crispy. I gotta show you guys this. So this right here is the fry. It has like a thin layer on the outside of crisp. Not bad, but when you're trying the fry on its own, I wanna like it, but it's just not blowing me away. Next thing we're gonna try though is the thing that I'm mostly excited for. I gotta check the name, but I believe it's gonna be the Ducati Special. As you guys know, it'll be in the bottom, I think, left or right of the screen. I'm not really sure since I'm inverse, but whew, it is hot out here and humid. Let's go ahead and check this out. All right, as I mentioned, this here is the Ducati Special. I was right with the name. You have 3 salmon egg rolls, which I'm dying to try out. Again, doused in that sauce. You have some fried shrimp, and then again, a bed of fries, and then you have some sauce on the side that they were nice enough to give me that we could try out later, but I'm pretty sure it's more of the same sauce that's on there. But I wanna try these egg rolls out. So let's go ahead and try one. Ooh, this is really hot to the touch. The parts that don't have sauce is still nice and crispy, but the rest of it, it's really, really soggy. Let's go ahead and try this out. I feel like the sauce itself is good, but it's taken away from the actual dish because it's so overwhelming. But again, here we go. Let's go ahead and try this out. Oh no, this is amazing. So this kind of reminds me of like bacalao, like Hispanic bacalao, which is usually it's like pretty much dry fish filling, and this reminds me of it. Supposedly this is salmon. You have some yellow bell peppers in there, some red bell peppers. Seasonings are really good. The outside's not crispy. Unfortunately, it's a little chewy, almost in the texture of mochi. Like it wasn't crisped up enough. It's not raw, but the sweetness from the sauce, the creaminess from that mayo, but the flavor of that salmon, it's phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Again, I took 32 bucks for this. It's a little steep for me personally, but at least this one almost does feel worth it. I just tried some of these fried shrimp. Yeah, these are definitely much better than the other ones. The fries are still soggy, but everything else in this plate, this one I would almost say it's worth it. This is really good. The last order here is another one that I'm really looking forward to. This is gonna be called the Yamaha Lobster Roll. Let's check it out. So this one, as I mentioned, is the one I'm looking forward to the most. Basically, you have the same fries doused in that sauce, but then you have this massive lobster roll here with huge lobster chunks. Oh man, it is extremely soggy, but this, even though it looks great, I think at like 30 or I think this was $22. This is, I mean, guys, I'm being honest with you. This is like extremely overpriced, but enough talking. It's about to rip in half. Let's go ahead and try this out. All right, guys, here we go. Oh man. Oh wow. So you have some nice big chunks of lobster. I'm really hoping I don't lose one because it's probably like $6 each, or like, I'm sorry, like $3 each piece. The inside is completely overwhelmingly filled with buffalo sauce. Now don't get me wrong, the first bite was really good, but as soon as I finished biting down into the bread itself, that sauce went all over my mouth and it almost made me choke a little bit. That wasn't me trying to act funny, like it just overwhelmingly went down my throat and it's just like straight up buffalo sauce. I'm gonna try one more bite. It's good, but I think it's more of a hype than anything. Plus there's one thing I need to show you guys because this is kind of important. All right, so you guys know I'm open-minded with most places. You see this piece of bread? Just check this out here. I don't know if you guys are able to see that. That is just way too much grease. Like the whole thing, it almost feels like the roll itself was deep fried. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but that's just way too greasy for me. I can't do this. The flavors are pretty dang good. They're not like the best and they're not blowing me away. It's definitely soul food, it's definitely fatty, but I hate to sound like a skipping record, but I do think for the price, this is more hype than anything. I know they do sell out daily. I feel like this is more hype than anything. Maybe it's just because it's kind of hard to get some of their food because it's constantly sold out. I think people tend to be hyping it more than it does. Again, it's not bad. Food's pretty good. The fries are all right. Even when I'm having them alone, some of these aren't really that sauce, and that's how I wanted to try them. It doesn't actually blow me away. The lobster chunks, the seasoning, the actual lobster flavor, really, really good. Delicious white meat. I'm guessing this is like lobster tail. A little salty, but not bad. But you combine it with that super greasy roll, and then you consider that it's like a $22 dish. It's not worth it. There's so many other places, in my opinion, that we can go. With that said, that's it for the plates that we got today. I know people making videos here love this place. I think it's okay. Personally, I probably wouldn't come back. I probably won't be coming back. Service was great. You know, that how easy the website is to use. Super easy to make your order. Maybe it's a great try it once, see how you like it. If you guys have been here before and you have a different opinion, please comment it in the section down below. For me, I'm gonna have to say this is more of a hype place than an actual like really good restaurant, but that's just my personal opinion. That's why I don't usually like doing collaborations. I actually don't think I've done any collaborations on our channel ever since we started, because I like to be honest with the food. Most of the time, yes, I almost always like the food, but again, this didn't really blow me away. I paid over $100 for these 3 plates of food. It was not worth it when 80% of the food was probably fries. It's just definitely not worth for me personally. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just wanted to kind of do something a little bit different. It's a little uncomfortable, as you guys could tell. This is like super hot out here and I'm trying to do this. Some of the buffalo sauce was spicy, so I'm sweating like crazy because it's Florida. But enough said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't, if you have any opinions or anything like that, or you have any other suggestions, please comment it in the section down below. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and have my wife try the rest of these foods out, see if she likes them. But I will see you guys next Sunday. And until then, let's just keep on eating.